We removed the Jacobs chuck on its R8 arbor, as you can see on the left. And this is an R8 arbor, but it's a collet. And it's 3/8. So it means you can put it, whatever you got a 3/8 shaft, you can put it in this collet. And when you tighten it down, it tightens whatever you're trying to do, the bit you're trying to put in there. So in our case, we're trying to make a slot. That looks a hell of a lot better than this. This slot is a rogue slot. We don't want that. We want to make a nice slot. And that's what we're doing. And to do that, we're going to use this 2-flute center cut end mill, and it goes right in our collet, so we'll be able to do our function. But before we do that, we're going to use this, which it's the center. It's a center, so we can get our holes right for the plunger, so it doesn't have such a hard job going through there. So that's what we got to do first on our new piece. And our new piece is already in the jig, ready to go. Now we're going to go 3 thou that way. Now we went 3 thou back this way. On that side of it. See what we got. We're going to countersink the top of the slot. While we're at it, we're here, we might as well. Well, this is what we were trying to correct. The other guy did this one, and he did it with a, I don't know. Oh yeah, he did it with a Jacobs chuck on the R8 instead of using a collet. So once we fixed that, we went from that kind of a slot, which was all over the place, to this kind of a slot, perfectly straight. And then up top here, going this way, we went and we took 3 thou off. And then we came this way and took 3 thou off of here. And ended up matching the circles that we drilled. And it just matched them much better. But we had a 1/8 end mill. And it broke, so we had to move up to 3/16. So that's why the slot is so big, but it is straight. That's what we were after. And when that end mill was from China, so good thing to do is when you get them in and you break one like we did, when you go to replace it with a good one. If you do that with the ones that you have problems with or whatever, you'll end up with the sizes that you use mostly, and they'll be quality when you go to use them. So this is what enables you to make a slot like that in metal. It's a 2-flute center cut end mill. And this one you can plunge, which means you can drill a hole through it. So you drill your hole and then you start to make your slot. Once you get, oh my goodness. Hey, what are you doing here? Oh, gee, what are you doing? Oh my God. Oh. As I was saying before I got rudely interrupted, yeah, these are the set of the 2 flutes. Now, there's a roughing cut end mill and there's a finishing end mill. That is for another time. That's a different kind of milling to get the slot. Well, you might not want a slot. Maybe you just need it's a slot that doesn't go through something. You know what I mean? Maybe you've got something sticking in the way and it just needs extra room. So you take that off by not plunging all the way through your product. But no matter what you want to do, there's an end mill somewhere for doing it. And no matter what you want to do, there's an end mill that they make somewhere. You just got to find it. The only way you're going to learn it is to just start using them and figure out what's going on. So that's how you make the slot. You need a center cut end mill 2 flute. If you're going to plunge the hole, make the slot. Like what I think would be perfect would be to make an alternator bracket. You know, like, and I do have to make myself one on a small block Ford. The one I made, it keeps loosening off, and it keeps the belts not staying tight, which isn't good for my alternator, and not good for the belt. So that's what I'll be tackling in the future sometime here. But you can make a slot through this metal. It's the 2-flute center cut end mill that you need. Plunge the hole straight through here, and then move the table, make your slot. Yeah, that'll keep those drawers from sliding open when you're moving that toolbox. What? Oh, what I get for Christmas? I got a mistletoe belt buckle.